I am Mark McConahy, and for my scenario, I made a mock draft for the National Football League. It takes place every year at the end of April, and before it started, I wanted to see how, if I could make my own based on other sources and see what I could do and how good I could do. Next. I made a mock draft in the NFL. How I did it is uh, I made a draft before the it actually happened, and while it was happening, I watched it on TV, the entire thing. It was only the first round. It wasn't all 7 rounds. It was only the first round, and I looked at sources. The worst team selects the first pick, and the Super Bowl winner would select the 32nd pick, and in that order from there. And I looked at different sources like ESPN and CBS and Post Gazette to help me figure out my draft. What I hoped to do in my scenario was I was going to make my own and look at others to see how I did uh, after, like experts like Mel Kiper, to see how good I would do after the draft ended. What I learned is more about the NFL and why the draft is so, especially the first round, is so important to the NFL franchises. And yeah. So now I'm mainly going to go through the main picks, like picks 1 through 4. That's what I'm mainly going to talk about. But but again, Jacksonville gets the first pick, and Tampa Bay gets the second pick. So Jacksonville started off with they needed a quarterback, and they got the best one, which is Trevor Lawrence. He's a very good quarterback. He won a national championship, and he has great athleticism. He can move outside the pocket and run very well. And like what I said, he was the number 1 projected. It was a very good pick for Jacksonville. Definitely an A+. And next was the Jets. They also needed a quarterback after getting rid of Sam Darnold, who wasn't really the answer, so they gave him to Carolina. So they took Zach Wilson out of BYU, another very mobile and very athletic and fast quarterback with a good arm. And then after that, I thought the 49ers would take Justin Fields just because he played against better competition in the Big Ten. He was, in my opinion, the runner-up, and I think in other people's opinions, the runner-up for the Heisman. And he was the leader for Ohio State, who got all the way to the championship, was the runner-up champion. I thought they would take them, but they took Trey Lance from North Dakota State. He did go 31-0 when he was there in 2 seasons and played all the games and was their leader and quarterback. And I thought it was a good pick, and either him, either Fields, Lance, or Jones would have been taken here. I thought it turned out it was Lance. Thought it was a good pick, and I think it would do well there. Next pick was the Falcons. Also, the highlighted on the right side is like Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Kyle Pitts. I did get correct, like I predicted that, and I didn't. But Justin Fields one I did not get correct. But Kyle Pitts was from Florida and was a very good tight end, very athletic, great hands. Did a very good job at Florida and would be a great fit in Atlanta. So, and the next couple of picks I'm just going to go kind of briefly through. Oh, and another thing about Jacksonville is they also took Travis Etienne in the later part of the first round. Like a team could trade their first round pick to another team, and that's what Jacksonville ended up getting. And he's a running back, but he played football with Lawrence at a very good college that got to the college football playoffs. And it would be great chemistry, and I would see why they would take that pick. Now, the Bengals and the Dolphins did the same thing. Joe Burrow, who the Bengals picked first overall last year, he threw passes, and his number 1 receiver was Jamar Chase, and that's who they picked at this round, which I really like because he can be another great receiver to help Boyd and Higgins out that are already there, and be a strong hands and already has great chemistry. Only reason it would be not like the best pick possible is because Penei Sewell, who's the best lineman in the draft, could have been picked there. And I thought it probably could have went well if it went there for him to protect young Burrow, but it's fine. Same thing with the Dolphins, is they picked Jalen Waddle, who also played with Tua last year, was drafted, and they had a very good duo, and I believe also went to the playoffs. And then Lions picked Penei Sewell, and Carolina picked J.C. Horn. You could, if you want to see more, you could pause it on the team you want to see. And the Broncos took Patrick Surtain. Cowboys traded with the Eagles, and so the Eagles got Devontae Smith, which is another chemistry thing, because Jalen Hurts played with Devontae Smith for a bit of time. So they'd be a very good player, very good duo as well. Also, Devontae Smith needs a receiver to help him. And then Chargers took a lineman, Minnesota took a lineman, New England took Mac Jones, which is a very good pick. Carolina took a good linebacker. Next. In Las Vegas, or the Raiders, I thought that, I don't know, they're clowns, circus. I don't know where they're heading off to, but I don't think it was a very good pick. They took probably the 9th best lineman in the draft and had 17th pick. I don't even think it was their number 1 pick. I thought they should have taken a safety to help their secondary, but no, they decided to take Alex Leatherwood. His name doesn't even sound appealing. So, next one. And then some more picks. Kwity Paye, very good edge, went to the Colts. Caleb Farley is another guy. He was very good, but he had a back surgery, which made him drop 15 picks or whatever, but the Tennessee got a good pick. And our hometown Steelers, they took a running back, Najee Harris, what I thought was a very nice pick, but people would usually say, why did they take a lineman? I actually don't know either, because they probably should have taken a lineman, but they didn't. But they did take the best running back in the draft, which is very good for them. So, it's great. Browns took Greg Newsome, which is a very good pick for them. They'd really help their secondary. Could possibly win the Super Bowl now with them. Next. Jason Owa, who is another pick I got right. He's probably the 4th best edge rusher, went to the Ravens. I think he'll really help the Ravens out because they just got rid of Matthew Judon. Next. This is how I did against the top experts. The average of all the experts combined was like 6.75. And 6.75 picks correct, and I had 8 correct, which is pretty impressive. And like Mel Kiper only got 5. He's one of the best analysts ever. But that's going to wrap up my scenario about the mock draft. Look forward to getting to analyze it more next year. Peace.